Hello there, everyone. It is Justin, your Eagle Skipper, here with episode 24 of Journey to the Top here with Darlington FC, where we have indeed won the Vanarama National League North at the second time of asking. Filedon ended up winning in the playoffs, beating Boston, so we will be going up with them. Cheltenham is who we're facing today in the FA Trophy final. Cheltenham won in their playoffs, so we will not be facing them next season, but gives us a idea of how good we will be. The bookies I can't find it, but the bookies do consider us to be favorites. So let's not waste any time and just get into the teams that we're going to be using for this cup final. We're going to be sticking with Allen in goal. This is Hunt's last professional game, so we're going to go ahead and give him the start, even though he hasn't played very much. Bywater's on the bench, and if we're comfortably up, we'll bring him on for Allen. But our back four is going to be Gilbert, Hunt, Kwanzaa, and Hughes. Ahead of them, Savage, Lynch, and Hatfield. Lynch having to play because Bird is suspended for today. Carvalho is going to be ahead of them, and Lee Connolly and Luke Charman are going to be leading the way at the front. With, like we said, we have Bywater on the bench. Younger is going to be there as well. Keane going to be stepping up into that position. Kuwinda probably going to be coming on. And Odunson probably feeling a little hard done by for not starting this game. But Hughes is the better player pretty objectively. We did end up drawing our match against the under-18s because one of our under-18 strikers scored a hat trick against us. I don't know about that, but let's outstretch our arms. Tell them not to have pressure. Pressure's off, pressure's off, pressure's off. Motivated Charlie Savage. Couldn't do too bad. The big game is finally upon us. Can you win? I hope so. We're well prepared. This could be the last time we see Hunt, Hatfield, Savage, Kuwinda. I'm probably going to be bringing back Hatfield. Savage has already agreed to a new contract. Kuwinda may not be here very long. Hunt definitely isn't going to be. I couldn't speak more highly of them. And we are in Wimbledon. Or Wembley. We're in Wembley. I'm sorry. I'm an American. This is our first TV game of the season. I'm just going to keep pushing on as if nothing happened and I didn't completely embarrass myself playing this game. Let's hit skip. We are in our zebra uniforms for today. And 10 minutes gone by. We're not really playing as well as we have been, but we're facing a team that got promoted from the Vanarama National League, so that's to be expected. He was offside, so no goal. Let's not see the replay. We trust the officials. Letting Allen take this goal kick. Wasn't able to find Lee Connolly. It was an ambitious effort at best, and Hunt really out of position to get his head on that one. And they are indeed carving us up. And Hughes, oh my gosh, Hughes, that was worst play I have seen him make this season. Almost deserves to be taken off because of that, though we can't afford to be using a substitution at this point in the match. And Nicky Hunt just going to kick that one as far as he can. Can't get it to cross the line. It goes on the line for about 10 yards. But Cheltenham are on the attack once again. Gets past Nicky Hunt, and there's no stopping that shot. Let's fire them up. Let's not give them any encouragement. Let's fire them up. Because that is poor. Hughes looking pressured. Well, you should be pressured because you're arguably one of the reasons that we conceded that goal. Now let's give them some encouragement. And they're on the attack once again. Not saying any names because I don't want those players to score on us. Kwanzaa heads it the wrong way, and they're allowed to put in a second effort, but Hunt able to get a clearance out, not very far, and they got it back in the box, and it hits the post. But Gilbert finally is able to get the ball out of play. I am not appreciating our midfield's effort. I'm identifying them in particular because we are not getting any possession, just 37%. But Carvalho is able to get it on the head of Kwanzaa, getting his 9th goal of the season. Nice little corner routine from our club. Kwanzaa finally able to break his spell of bad form after the injury, tucks it away nicely, beats the keeper at the near post. Good stuff. Now let's see if we can get something from a normal run of play. But that isn't going to do it as it stands. And Carvalho closes down, gets in a nice little tackle, and beats his man to the ball, puts a huge ball over the top, finds Lee Connolly. Lee Connolly, is he going to shoot? He probably is. Hits the keeper in the hands, and then hits the side netting. Couldn't get that one across. Probably should have played it over to Luke Charman, although our coaches say he is a bit of a selfish player. Kind of showed it there, but he has a lot of assists, so I'm not going to say he is a selfish player. He's just showing it at the moment. But giving it back to Nicky Hunt, the team captain, on his last professional game, is able to find Luke Charman, and oh my gosh, Lee Connolly should have had the wherewithal to realize that he had the goal at his feet, and Lynch very carefully tackles his man. He's on a yellow card, but was able to cleanly get that away from him. Nice little linkage play from our players. Savage taking an ambitious effort, just showing off for the cameras. Really need him to calm down and actually play the game. Big ball over the top. Nicky Hunt isn't going to track back to get that. He's probably coming off at halftime. That is the tamest penalty. Don't you dare give him a red card. Absolutely not. And that's got everybody wound up because everybody knows that was undeserved. Hunt is going to come off for Ollie Younger, though, just being a little bit too much of a hindrance there at the back. And it looks like that substitution did go away. I'm going to put my hands on my hips and say that they haven't played as well as they could, but I believe in them. Go back out there. Actually, I'm going to point at my strikers and tell them that they were pathetic. And Charman isn't playing very much, but Connolly just got an injury. Let's keep him on for a little bit. Don't want to break him, but he is a game changer. Need to keep him on the pitch as long as possible. Ball over the top once Luke Charman can't quite get there, and Hatfield does some poor passing, and that was just pathetic all around. I'm going to demand more from the team. I think Hatfield or Lynch need to come off. It probably will end up being Lynch, but I think Hatfield has been more disappointing than Lynch, even if the average rating isn't showing that. As we can see, Hatfield losing a header there, which he should have easily won. And then Hughes is out of position once again. And he is lucky that wasn't considered a penalty based off the last play. It doesn't look like we're going to win this game, but we're going to keep trying. Gilbert wants to get back, does get back, wants it out, can't get it out. And Savage out of position. Oh, come on, he was offside. Thank you. Let's hit pause. Let's just get Hatfield off. Get Keane on in midfield. Hit continue. Really expected more from the team. I think it was... Yeah, let's just take Connolly off. Put Kumunda on, and that is going to be our last change. Let's fire up the team. Hopefully we can get at least a couple shots away before the end of this match. Although Luke Charman is playing particularly tamely, really being rather complacent. Don't want that from the top goal scorer on the club. This is just a disappointing performance all around. which shows that we do have quite a bit of work to do for next season, and probably shouldn't have given Hunt that run out at the beginning. He's not the reason that we're losing, but those 2 goals are the difference at the moment. Our midfield is getting completely overrun. Probably should have done something different in this game, but I'm content with our performance. Carvalho is going to go run, wants to beat the keeper, does beat the keeper, can't get it on goal, and Hughes playing absolutely abysmally, as is Lynch and Gilbert, and in my opinion, Charman. I'm not going to watch them get that. I'm not going to tell them that we're training tomorrow. I'm just going to tell them I'm disappointed we couldn't win the trophy. We'll have a chance next season. I'm going to say nobody wants to lose a final. We didn't begin to play as well as we are capable of. Tell them that this doesn't reflect our team, which is pretty true. We get a good chunk of change. No, he's not going to get Charlie Savage. Let's look at our press conference. He's spoken positively. Tell him he's had a lot of class. We've still not won. Soccer has a way of surprising people, that's true. We're all better for the experience. Pleased with the effort. Tell him I'm proud of the team. Players are due a day off. I had to tear up my halftime team talk. I didn't have the options on the bench. Yeah, Rose should look elsewhere. Sorry, I'm sure this is really poor commentating, but let's just keep moving forward until we get our end of season review. It looks like it's not coming forward yet. Probably going to have to get through this training. And Gilbert and Hughes are not going to be in our first game in the FA Trophy next season. I think we'll be able to do without. But here is our end of season review. Let's take a look at our new arrivals. New arrivals for this season. We have Jarrell Kwanzaa, our center back, pretty much ever present, coming in from Liverpool. Almost got double-digit goals. Good stuff from him, including the 1 goal in the FA Trophy final. Lee Connolly really surprised me with how well he did. Got almost 30 goals this season. Hughes disappointed me towards the end. He was just ran out of steam. But Charlie Savage, the guy that he had us bring in, really, I think, outplayed him towards the end of the season. Ollie Younger here, the center back, only had a few games, played decently well, especially when we went down quite a bit. Undunson, board is B- with Kwanzaa, C+ with Connolly. Why is that? C with Hughes, A- with Savage, C+ with Younger, and now we're back to Undunson. He played really good in off the bench. Steve Lynch may want to try to bring him on for next season because he was good for the club. Harry Allen, 53 starts for the club, ever present, really deserved it. Jordan Keane came in, played a lot of games off the bench. Lawler was rather disappointing, but he got in a couple matches. Owen Gallagher, he was really disappointing. I'm going to try to let him go by. And Eddie Brown never played, only did it to take somebody away from Boston United. Don't really feel too bad. Luke Charman was our league top goal scorer, 34 goals in the league. They're delighted that we won that. Let's go to the Beatdown League. We did win that against Rochdale, Morecambe, and Mansfield. But here is our FA Cup. Kumwenda and Charman both got 2 goals. But yeah, I was really disappointed. We really should have done better against Solihull Moors, but we ended up losing that game 2-0. FA Trophy, they're only giving me a B- for getting to the final. I think that's a little tough. What's our moments to remember? 5-0 victory over Boston, biggest match Biggest win of the season, match to remember, is our 3-2 victory over Curzon Ashton. I don't remember that one. Guess it was a match to remember, but I don't remember it. And Hatfield's powerful volley in this Whitby game, I don't remember that one. But let's look at our finances. Sponsorship went down, but everything else went up. Lee Connolly, Luke Charman, Denilson Carvalho, Charlie Savage, and Mark Hatfield were our top jersey sales. 358 total sold from the club. Club reputation stays at the same level as last time. Merchandise sales went up with over £1,000 coming from outside England. Let's look at our team of the season. Allen in goal, back four of Gilbert, Broughton, Kwanzaa, and Hughes. Savage, Bird, and Hatfield in midfield. Carvalho ahead of them with Connolly and Charman leading the way. This is our first team, and it is satisfyingly your team of the season. Good effort all over. Lots of green from Connolly, Charman, Carvalho, Hatfield, Kwanzaa, Broughton, and Gilbert. But these other four probably could have done a little bit better towards the end of the season. But Charman was our fan player of the season, young player of the season. Connolly was the signing of the season. Hatfield did have that goal of the season. And Carvalho did get 12 assists from attacking midfield. Lots of good through passes. But Lee Connolly got the most player of the matches with 10. Highest average rating, Luke Charman. Nothing really controversial here. Worst discipline, 17 yellow cards from Hughes. And youngest goal scorer was Paul Gilbert. We did win the head coach of the month for December. As you can see, Charman was the top goal scorer. Let's go to history in the making. And yeah, as David Hodgkinson from the BBC Tees says, once Darlington got rolling early in the season, it looked hard to stop them going on to promotion. That's true, it did look like that, but we did have to secure it on the last day of the season. Now let's look at the overall best 11. It was Allen in goal with Gilbert, Broughton, Kwanzaa, and Hunt. Hunt being a leftover from last year. Hatfield and Savage got added in this season. Carvalho, Connolly, Charman, all in this year's one. And Henry Ungumbi, who has been kicking up a fuss for not playing. I'm just going to let him go. It's really disappointing. A lot of potential, but we had to drop him from the team. He really does deserve better. Club vision and expectations. They want us to be attacking, possession-oriented, entertaining, and high tempo. That works well for me. That's what I like to play as. We'll accept that. Go to squad dynamics. Go to the team meeting. Alright, but the best thing we can do is tell them that we are looking to bring in some new faces and get a mid-season. I disagree with the dissenting view. I think we can achieve if everyone performs. I'm going to say that wasn't what I was hoping for. I'm grateful for those who do agree with me. I'm going to say once you all return, we'll look at some promises. Sorry, Kenyon, you're leaving. So, it's okay if you're upset. Let's leave that meeting. I'm not really good at giving them team talks. Let's look at the injury bugs. A couple guys that we haven't seen. Steve Lynch had a long-term injury, but not with us. And yeah, that's going to do it for the end of Season 2. Tomorrow's episode is going to have our off-season report with the first game of next season. We'll show you all the transfers that we end up making. Gonna bring in some new faces, hopefully some youngsters that get released from some Premier League clubs. And I'm gonna try to bring on... Oh, before we get into that, let's take one last look and give Nicky Hunt a little clap. He's our team captain, is in Darlington in real life, and is going to be retiring at the end of this season. I'm going to try to bring him in as a coach, although our board is not letting us bring in not letting us add any coaches. So we'll have to see if he does end up staying with the club. We'd like to keep him here, though. And Stephen Bywater is also going to be retiring at the end of the season. He only wants to be a head of youth development, and we're sticking with McMahon at the moment. Bywater, only been here for a couple seasons, allowed 40 goals in 24 appearances last season. Really wasn't up to being our keeper, although he has a long history, has been playing as long as I've been alive. Good to see him Not saying good to see him go, but he's done well. Oh, and look at this. Stadium expansion plans. They're going to hold another 750 supporters. So that's good stuff. Let's ask Charmin to resolve issues with Ngumbi. Does it work? It does. Alright, well, anyways, I've been rambling on too long. We're getting into off-season stuff, so let's go ahead and end the episode here. If you'd enjoyed that episode, go ahead and smash that like button. Leave a comment if you'd like to name one of our youth intake players, and subscribe if you'd like to continue to join us on our journey to the top.